Hi everyone, it's welcome to the Wiltshire Caravans handover video for this 2010 Sterling 550, Europa 550. It's a bit tight space wise, so I'm actually going to do a little bit of different now. I'm going to go around this way to the back. I know normally I go around the other way and we do have to squeeze down there, but not sure I'm going to fit. But anyway, here we are at the back. So we've got the usual cluster lights, so we've got indicators, brake lights, reversing lights, highline brake line as well, light I should say as well, grab handles to move this about, although this does have the right motor movers on it already, and of course both sides we've got the corner steadies for the rear. We've also got Danny's phone going off, but that's all right, it's not a problem. I'm going a squeeze. We're gonna breathe my I'm going to put my corset on and come down this way. Right, first thing we get to is the toilet area. So it's got the toilet reservoir. So always difficult to pour the pink fluid into there, or water, depending on whatever you're going to use. I just used to use an old 2-litre pop bottle, which I used to fill up and just pour in. You'll know when it needs replenishing because nothing will come out when you try to flush. It's not complicated. It's the standard Thetford cassette, so literally lift up the handle, bring towards you and pull out. Right, so you'll know it needs emptying. There's a light on, light by the toilet that goes on by the flush part. So when you need to empty, take this over to the area where you dump your waste, take the lid off. I'm going to put it back on because in case there's a little bit of fluid left in here where we've cleaned it out. Literally pour over, lean forward, press that button, that will release any air pressure. Okay, you'll want to rinse it out, so slide your flap back, open up. There'll always be a hose pipe around, bit of water inside, close everything up, lid back on, give it a swill, repeat the process. Very, very straightforward. You will need to put some blue fluid in there, depending on which make you use. It will tell you how much to put in there. There are markers on the lid to show levels. Some people dilute, some people don't. Depends on what you're doing in there. Okay, that just slides back in there. Now, bear in mind we're coming up to winter time. You'll want to empty the reservoir before any frosts come in. So underneath here there's just a little pipe, literally have a bucket, take that bung out, happy days, it'll all just pour out. Make sure that's empty. You don't want any liquids in here for winter. I'm not going to at the moment, but then lock that in case anyone else has lost their lid, shall we say, flipped their lid. Okay, so two waste areas for grey waste being waste from the sink, or the two sinks, so there's bathroom and kitchen, and from the shower. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. The alloy wheels, this has got a Reich mover on. I'll show you how to use that. It's very simple, but I'll show you that in a while. The wheels are all the nuts are torqued up to 130 Newton meters, as are most of these. Right, in here, this is the battery box. So no great surprise, there's the battery there, and your electric hookup is there. You'll notice this black protrusion here, that is the isolator for the motor mover. You have a key to get the motor mover going. However, this is put there so you cannot activate the motor mover whilst you are plugged into the mains, which is a good thing. That cover just comes off if you're using the heating and hot water on gas, so you would need to take that off there. And this part, this is where your water pump goes in. The water pump is in the front, so I'll just get that out now. Oh, you might as well come with me to the gas locker. What an exciting conversation. Welcome to the gas locker. So in here, well, I'll very quickly show you. So you've got area for 2 gas bottles. We're set up for propane. You've got leg winder in here, a wheel brace, your electric lead, and this is the water pump. Now this caravan has got an onboard pump, so this is literally just a pipe. That's a filter, That bit goes over your aqua roll, and this is the part that goes into the side of the caravan. Give it a wiggle. They're a bit of a pain, but there you go. You hear a click and it's in. So that bit in there, turn the water pump inside, water comes through. To release, it's literally just a trigger. Pull and give it a wiggle, bring it out. Don't just try and yank it right out, because it won't like that a great deal. Just got someone coming in to say hello. Hello, John. How are you? Good. You're now on video. You can't get away with it. We know you were here. I'll lock the other one later on. Right, okay, it's running on the Alco chassis. Jockey wheel, handbrake, and your hitch. If you're new to this, I'm not sure if the person who's picking this up is new. We do have a separate hitching up video, so I will send that along. Also at the front, 3 windows, more grab handles for manoeuvrability. Like I said, it's got the motor mover, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Onto the near side, awning light. That's just access under the bed from outside. Very, very simple. So if we go inside, I tell you, I will show you something important. The weight plate. So this is the weight plate. It tells us the VIN. You'll also hear it called the CRIS number. So that's the VIN number. MRO, massive running order. So empty, this caravan would be 1283 kilos. Maximum plated weight, so the most this is allowed to be with the lorry going by, is 1500 kilograms. And it also tells us the tyre size and tyre pressure. Tyre pressure 65 psi, so it's quite high, but that's what it needs to be. It doesn't actually say on here what the torque should be, but the alloy should be torqued up to 130 Newton meters. Let's go inside where we might be able to hear ourselves think. Right, so here we are inside, and I have to say, for the age of van, it's a really nice little van. I really like this. I'm going to take my glasses off and put them over here, because I can't see anything close up now, which is probably a good thing, because I'm in with Danny again. So say hello, Danny.
Hi.
Oh. Thank you, odd job. Right, okay, so this, right, I'll go straight into, this has been a Sterling, part of the Swift group. It's got the Sargent system. Now the Sargent system, under here, you have a system shutdown. So this is obviously your breaker switches, your fuse boxes, your fuses, I should say, not the fuse box. So system shutdown. You've also got charger, water heat, space heater, and water heater. You can separate them. You don't have to turn everything on. I haven't got the water heater on now because there's no water in here at the moment. But especially over winter time, when you want to preserve the battery, system shutdown turns everything off. Okay, that's a good thing. This one is actually fitted with a solar panel. That solar panel will still charge the battery, trickle charge it, whilst that system shutdown is on. While we're here, might as well get to this bit now. Where I was talking about make sure there's no water in the system over winter, here is your drain down valve or tap. So this drain down tap in its current position has allowed all water out of the caravan. So, you know, in case of frost, whatever. When you're going to put water in, you just need to flick it down to make sure that water will come in. I'll put it back up again. When you are filling up with water, the first thing that will fill up will be the boiler. That's not a problem, it's supposed to do that, and then the water will come through to the taps. With the drain down tap, make sure when that's open, you open up all your taps. That means air will go through the system and drain every drop of water out. It's a good thing. Like I said, you don't want any water in here over the sound of a lorry. You don't want any water.
Or the forklift.
Or the forklift. Beep. Oh my God. Great time. I'm sure this is deliberate. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, don't want any water in here. Frost damage, I mean, this is an older van, so it wouldn't be covered under a warranty like that anyway. However, even with a new van, make sure there's no water in here. You don't, yeah, warranties aren't covered. Frost damage is not covered under warranty, is what I meant to say. Right, let me turn that system shutdown back on. You would hear a beep beep. That means we've almost got some life within us. Okay, I'm going to take you to the front now, to the power area, to the main control panel. Can you see that? Okay, right, okay, so main power, that one, press and hold, lights flash up. This is indicating how much power we've got. Doesn't surprise me in the leisure battery, mind you, we're all plugged into the mains as well. Okay, water pump. Now, well, I showed you where to put the water pump in. It's all right, Andy, you can go through. So yeah, strange man on a forklift, or forklift on a strange man, one of the two. Right, water pump. You might be able to hear, I will turn it on. You could probably hear that rattling away. You might not, but believe me, it's there. So you can hear that. Obviously there's no water in there at the moment, so I'm not doing anything with that. Battery select. You're not going to do anything because we're not actually connected to the vehicle at the moment. View levels just really would show you that amount. It's as simple as that. Very simple control. Basically, this is power on and water pump. Very, very straightforward indeed. So the complicated things, well, there aren't any complicated things, fortunately, in a caravan like this. But the heating is the, you do hear people call it trauma. It's actually made by Truma. So the heating itself. So this is the Truma Ultra Heat. Okay. The options, you can use electricity or gas. If you're plugged into the mains on a site, I would always suggest using electric because you've paid for it already. However, if you are doing a bit of wild camping, so to speak, or glamping in one of these, you can use gas. If you want to use gas for the heating, this is not the hot water, this is the heating only. So this panel here, click it over to A, and this side controls the heat. Okay, very, very simple. Can't go wrong. Likewise, if you're using electricity, click it over to this side, and this is just the fan speed. This is not for the heating itself. The actual heat is just above us, and I'll get to that now. So that is for the fan, and then in the middle it's off. Okay, so if we get to the ultra heat part of things, you'll hopefully be able to see you've got options here of this is off, 500 watts, 1000 watts, or 2000 watts. Now this is to do with how much power you're going to use for the heating. So heating, 500 watts, good for maintaining once it's at temperature, but it will take an age to warm up. 1000 is probably what you're best using when you're on site, and the actual heat itself is determined by this dial here. You can, if you're in a hurry, heat it up straight up onto 2000 I should say. However, I'm going to turn that off. We don't need any heat in here today. It's a nice sunny day. The next part is for hot water. Okay, so if you're using gas, as you can see, gas sign, gas, you've got temperature control up to 70 degrees from sort of about 30 degrees to 70 degrees. If you're using it on electric, which you can, you've got one choice, the temperature 65 degrees. That is hot. So with that all said, when you're checking your water temperature wise, with the boiler on, the water's going to be hot straight away. So use the mixer tap correctly. Don't do what I do at home with the washing up, and so turn it on hot, lift it up, stick your hand under it. You will scold yourself. Not good. Definitely tell the children that, unless you don't like the children, which is entirely up to you. But that is quite simple. I have got videos direct from Truma showing more in-depth stuff about this. I'll add those onto the video links for this particular caravan. Again, it's all pretty basic stuff. Lights, you've got light switches everywhere. You've got them on the ceiling, got them on the sides. Light switch. Half the fun here is actually just finding where the light switches are. This particular one, that's for your awning light. Okay. Fridge, Right, so the beer chiller. This is most important. Let me turn it off. Okay, so power off and on. That little button there. The left-hand button selects what fuel you are going to use. So you've got currently we're on electric. You can change it to the battery sign. So that's not actually using your leisure battery. That is using the alternator on the car. The fridge would have to be cold already, and it will maintain a temperature. And you need either the 13-pin plug or the 2 7s. Okay, but it will not cool it down from start. Press again. Gas. You can run it on gas. So if you're in the middle of nowhere, you can run your fridge on gas. But as we're plugged in, electric it is. Right hand button just changes the temperature. Very simple, to whatever you prefer, your preferred temperature is in the fridge. Excuse me. The fridge itself, excuse me, has a freezer box. It's a typical size caravan fridge, and very nice it is too. We have a microwave. I'm not going to teach you how to use a microwave, but it's just a microwave. There you go. Does microwave things. We recommend you don't travel with the microwave plate in here. Put it somewhere safe. Cooker. Although this one doesn't look like it's had much use for a 14-year-old van. All right. Getting told off by the microwave now. Right, so you have 1 electric hob, 3 gas burners. So here are your controls. Now, it is possible, very obvious, when anything's hot or lit, don't have the glass lid down. However, it is possible to turn this on, if this is the hot plate one, whilst the lid is down, in which case all it's going to do is heat up and shatter the lid, can cause a problem. So, to prevent that, under here, if I can get the young, youthful, energetic and flexible Danny to have a look underneath, we have a plug. Okay, so take that plug out, you're not going to have that problem. Very simple. Okay, separate oven and grill, and the sparker is that one, and that's for 3 burners and the oven and the grill. Trying to think what else we can show. Obviously the TV, that's not a standard fitting. So in the wardrobe, under the bed, lots of space under the bed, and also a freestanding table. Okay, and a mat. Oh, very nice. But lots of storage space. However, don't put heavy stuff in here under there while you're travelling. Anything heavy, make sure it's over the axle and on the floor. You might need to come around now to it. Good. I'll take that. Thank you. Right, so I'm now the cameraman, editor, and everything else. In here, so in the wardrobe, obviously nice size wardrobe. You've got the aerial, so undo the top, the white nut at the top, lift the shaft up, and really just point it in the direction everyone else has got theirs. A lot of people have got apps now with the, so you can find the TV signal. You've got an amplifier there, which is switched on. You've also in this one got a solar panel charger. Don't need to do anything with that one, that's a new installation, so solar panel on there. Okay. Bathroom, surprisingly enough, it's a bathroom. 1 toilet with a spinning seat, that's the flush. You can just about hear that. And there is where the light comes on if it needs emptying. If it comes on and it's the middle of the night, you might have a wee left in it, but that's entirely up to you whether you want to take the risk. Rest of it, sink, wardrobe space, not wardrobe space, cupboard space I should say. Shower, it's got a, I'll let you see this, what can come in. This hook, clip I suppose we call it. Keep that on when travelling, and obviously when you're going to go and take a shower, close it through that way. But keep that on when you are travelling. Again, individual light switches everywhere. Pretty much that covers most of what we're doing in here. It's like I say, it's a really nice van for a 10-year-old van. The roof lights have all got blackout blinds and fly screens. All of the windows have got fly screens and blackout blinds. Be aware that these do spring back, so you don't want to let them go too quickly. Fly screen on the door as well, somewhere that way. So keep yourself fly free. So all in all, that's pretty much it. The motor mover, I think we yeah, could cover that now while we're here. Okay, so the motor mover, where I showed you where the electrics were plugged in, you would need to put the key in and twist it. Obviously you need to take the electric lead out, but turn it in, twist until it basically stops. I'll show the new owner this when they come in. To get power to the movers themselves, press this red button twice. Very hard to see, but there's a little red light in there. So basically that is ready to roll. Now to activate, to get the rotors onto the wheels, there's a little bar there, or a nut there, and you get your leg winder and wind it in. It will do both sides at the same time, but it will take an age. If you have one of the drill bits and that you use for your leg winding, use the same on that. And then it literally is, I'll show everyone how it goes when they arrive, using the motor mover in the same way as every other motor mover works. It's quite a strong mover, to be fair. It is quite jerky, but it's still good control. But I will show the owner that. This is the first time I've actually seen one of these, so I'm not going to do a whole video on it, simply because it's a rarity. But pretty much, this is the Sterling Europa 550 2010 model. It's a lovely caravan for its age, I have to say, and you know, it's in really good condition. So if you do like these videos, please do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can always give us a call on 01373 752 100, option 1 for sales. We don't just do sales. I know I always bang on about it because that's what I do, but we also do servicing, warranty work for elders and coachmen, only our customers mind, who have bought from us. We are Wild Axe dealers, we are escape campers, like I say, elders, coachmen, Buccaneer, Explore. Explore campers are coming soon, allegedly, but they have been for a while. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. Some of those videos are a little bit strange, you want to watch those. But we do like it when people come on in. So we're at 36 Headquarters Road on the West Wilts Trading Estate in Westbury, BA134JR. So any questions, give us a call. But if you want to come in, we'd love to see you. Thanks for your time. See you soon.